Hey everybody, we're going to do a video here to show you how to tear apart and clean out an old school furnace. You got a gravity fed flue here, and what's happened is you've gotten a lot of debris and stuff down inside the exchanger onto the burners. So only half the burner's lit, and it's not breathing like it should, causing issues like your all your components inside the firebox is getting hot, brittle, and breaking. So I'm just gonna go through real quick and just stay tuned, and we'll show you how this is done and go from there. So first we're going to turn the burners off. And next, did you bring the brush by chance? That metal brush? That's fine, we can go. Alright, so you look up in there. You have 3 bolts up top there. 2 bolts. Let me try to get in here. So right there's one, and right there's another one. We're going to take those 2 out. So now what we're taking out is the 2 bottom screws. There's one on that side and one on the other side. And then we'll take off these screws so that we can get that flue box disconnected and pulled out of there. So now we're going to take this plate off. 2 screws holding it on, and then there's a screw inside here on each side. Should be 1/4 inch. Just so you guys know, if you need to bend that little metal tab out of the way to get your socket on it, that's fine. You can always bend it back when you're done. Alright, so we got that loose, so we're going to take this plate out and kind of cockeye it. So now that we got these screws out, we should be able to get this flue box out. Keeping all of our screws down on that plate so they don't get lost in the dirt. Now I'll take it. I'm gonna set this. Luckily we got a nice little slop stick here. You can see all the gunk in there. Oh wow. And then you can see inside these, see how clogged they are? Alright. So next what we're going to do is you're going to want to take this plate off. If we might need a shorty.
Take this off.
Huh? You can, yeah. I don't know why I turned it back on. You want to be careful with your fingers and cutting on this pipe. All right, well, let's do so that's before, and we'll come back and show you the after before we pull the, I don't know if they call them flutes or the little bar that sits down in there. As much as you can, and then we can turn it off and take those pieces out. So we did some cleaning on this, and now you can see that we exposed the screws to those flutes. So we're gonna take both of those out and vacuum. Once he gets those loose and starts pulling them out my way, I'll vacuum as he's pulling them out, or else we'll have a heck of a mess on our hands. Go ahead. So those, what I'm calling flutes, they're in there to help slow down the heat loss. That's their purpose. And when they get clogged up, it doesn't take much to clog them up, and then you lose your draft, your flow. And that can give you monoxide issues. That could make the exchanger heat up and crack. You know, it could, you know, cause all sorts of problems. So now that he's got those off, I'm going to turn the vacuum on, and we're going to suck those clean as he pulls them out. Hold on a second. Let me... Not too hot. Screwdriver.
I'd go for me.
Hold on.
Let me hit inside a little bit more.
So we got these out, cleaned them up. Now you can see the inside. You can see how tight it gets in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to vacuum those out, and we're also going to get a brush. We'll show you this brush that we're going to shove all the way down through, and they'll come out the bottom here. And then we'll pull the burners out and clean out the bottom. Alright, so now we're going to take that heat shield, flame shield cover, take that off. Then we're going to take 2 burners out in the pilot assembly. clean. Stuck in there good. Alright, there comes one. All the dust with it. Try and do this without dumping a bunch of stuff on you.
I appreciate that.
Although it would be kind of funny. Alright, so now, put that light back there. So show everybody how, nope, gotta change the angle. Yeah, let me see it. So now you can see how dirty it is in there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in through the top, and it's going to come down to the bottom, and he's going to be vacuuming as he's putting this down in each flue. Alright, so we cleaned the box out really good with the wire brush and vacuum, and we cleaned these up, and as you can see, we got all those holes cleaned out. So now we're just reinstalling, pretty much going to reinstall everything, put everything back together, and fire her up. Alright, so Austin is finishing up. Alright, turn the gas on. You got your lighter with you? Now here, show them how the flames look. Now it's burning off any of the excess stuff in there, that's why you don't see the yellow, but you should be able to see like the V right down the middle. Upside down V in both of them. So it's getting, it's got quite a bit of yellow, so we'll do some adjusting, but she is glowing a lot better than what she was. And that's how you clean out a furnace.